right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the BXR Podcast. I don't keep track of what number we're on because that's a lot of work, but we're on a number, and this is an episode. So lots of gaming things have been happening. So, we'll be talking about all the new games, all the fancy news, and I don't know, everything else. Just want to say hello?
Hello, Epic
Hello.
Gamers.
Perfect. So I figured we'd jump into kind of the big releases since the last podcast, but then we'd do other crap that we've been playing, and then lots of news, and then if we get through all that, we have a discussion topic. I don't know if you guys thought about it at all. If not, no worries, doesn't really matter. I don't even know if we'll get to it. So, all right.
I put a lot of thought into that.
Perfect. Well, maybe we'll skip some of the news then.
I spent 2 seconds on it.
All right, that's all you needed.
I don't even know what the topic is.
That's good. You don't need to know. You'll just figure it out when we get there. It's better that way.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. There we go. The whole screen was black. All right. Well, we can go ahead. We'll hop in. Big releases since the last podcast. Obviously, we got all sorts of fun stuff. I figured we could just get this out of the way early. But season 3 obviously dropped of Halo Infinite, our favorite Halo game, and I'm sure some of you have played it, maybe not all of you. But yeah, so I figured we would discuss that first. I played it an okay amount. I played all the new content. I loved all of it. It was my favorite game. It was my favorite season ever. We got some new maps, and we got a game mode that I've never played before called Escalation Slayer. It's totally brand new game mode. It's not bad.
I'm sensing a bit of sarcasm in this.
Yeah. But
a little bit.
Being serious, the season's good. I mean, it's a live service season for Halo Infinite. So if you like Halo Infinite, the update's good. If you have fallen off Halo Infinite or no longer care, then the update is bad. So it doesn't do anything I think that blows me away. Nothing super spectacular, but it's decent for what it is. What do you guys think of it so far?
It's definitely the biggest season that we had so far. Good amount of content. At least got some new sandbox items to play around with. The new maps are pretty cool as well. I'm actually kind of a fan of Chasm. I know a lot of people are not liking that map, but I like it for just how different it is. It's not just another 3-lane map in a multiplayer shooter, which seems to be the trend for everything. But I've been enjoying that. I've been playing some new BTB maps, and Bandit Rifle's okay. But it's just kind of one of those things where I feel like it would have this season would have hit a lot better if it released a year ago. Then things would be a lot different. But like I said, it's just kind of a live service season for Halo Infinite, which that alone is a big enough a feat for Halo so far. But yeah, so far it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't think I agree about Chasm. I mean, it isn't a 3-lane map, but I don't think it's a good map. But I also don't.
Well, I meant good as in kind of a fun, wackier kind of map.
Oh, sure.
I would say it's not. I would say it's not a good map, but it's a fun map. I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah, it's different.
It's kind of funny though, because to me it is a 3-lane map. You just turn left or right, and it's a 3-lane map. You got the middle, and you got the 2 bases. It's a sideways 3-lane map with jumping paths. So that's how I feel about
Jared
it.
over here push up his glasses well, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's whatever. I haven't played Cliffhanger too much, but the game or so I played of it was fine. I would say Cliffhanger's aesthetic is much more generic and boring to me. At least Chasm looks cool. But what was the BTB map? I actually really like Oasis. I'll be honest. I think Oasis might be one of the better BTB maps in the game.
I love the freedom of movement the vehicles have.
Yeah, I think Oasis is one of the best maps 343 has actually made, period. I really like that map. I just think there's too much on the map. There, at any time, there's 3 overshields at once, or 2 invis, 1 overshield, or any combination like that. And I had a match where my team managed to get 4 tanks. Okay, that no one deserves that punishment. So like, I feel like it needs a little rebalancing with spawn times and maybe tone down the power weapons and power ups. But overall, I like the gameplay dynamic of like the inside area and the outside area and how you can cover your team from both sides.
Yeah, no, I think it's a fun map. What do you guys think of the new sandbox stuff, like the bandit rifle and the smoke grenade and whatnot? I think the bandit rifle is really cool. I like it. I think it would be cooler if it just. I'm gonna be honest. I think it just would have been cooler if it was the DMR. Like I like the DMR or I like the bandit rifle, but I think just having a scope on it with D-scope would have been better than what we got. But that said, what we got is still pretty cool.
The DMR so far, I always call it DMR, but actually the bandit rifle.
The baby DMR. It has no scope.
Yeah,
The
baby
baby
DMR.
DMR. It's a big
But,
pistol. That's what it is.
It basically kind of plays. It doesn't really. I mean, I think it sits in a different. At least it's not like at least like a clone, or I shouldn't say a clone copy, but like I always kind of feel like the DMR and the battle rifle just kind of occupied the same spot in the sandbox. Just one was burst fire, one was single fire. But at least in this one, like at least feel different. They play a little different as well. So it's they all have they at least have their own like spot that deserve to be in there. But from my experience in here, I haven't really noticed it being like really that great of a weapon. Like honestly, like a lot of times I felt like with like I said, with like a pistol, I can actually sometimes do a lot better at like even medium ranges where it's supposed to be like, it's like core locate, but distance is supposed to find out right. But yeah, for the most part, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds very cool. I prefer. I like bandit rifle starts, like the BTB playlist that has them right now.
Yeah.
I would, if that was the BTB since launch, I probably would have played more BTB because I fucking despise sidekick starts. So actually getting like some cool bandit rifle starts is a lot of fun. I wish they would test that in 4v4 also because I'm curious. I bet that would also feel better than sidekick starts, but it's a start.
Has there been any comment about using the bandit rifle for competitive?
Yeah, Tashi said they won't change it till next year.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Nice.
He actually went out and said
Yeah,
that?
he said
Yep,
that.
he did.
He said it would be too big of a change to do mid-season, so they won't even evaluate it until next year. So.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like other games have giant patches in the middle of their season. This isn't like we're a month or two out from Worlds. They've had one LAN. Like you could swap the starting weapon, especially if it's something that like almost all of the competitive players unanimously agree on. But yeah, no, they won't. He said they're not going to touch it until next year.
They put out an update like for that last event that introduced the flag and ball delay, right?
Yep.
But they won't make a positive change in the middle of the season. Like, I don't understand, man.
And also, go ahead, Kev.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say. No, you go.
Okay,
you go.
No, you go, Kev. You go, Kev. No, I'll
You
go.
do you,
I'll go.
girl.
I was just gonna say though, it sucks too because the commando is in a weird spot now where it just has no purpose to me.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
like
nerfed it
I'm
out
not
of the
gonna
game
use
again.
it over the. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it over the BR. I think I like the DMR and pistol better at close range. I don't know what purpose it serves at this point. So it's just another weapon that does nothing for another year now. Definitely in the competitive side of things. So it's just why even have it in the game at this point?
Dude, they had a commando that I felt like was balanced back in season 1, and then they buffed it despite the fact no one asking for it to be buffed, and then it was too strong, and then they nerfed it out of the game. Like, all right, good work. Keep it up. You love to see it. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck HCS is doing. I'll be honest with you. Did you know there was an HCS tournament today, dude? I opened up Twitter and Spartan was saying they were playing. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I knew from your tweet. That's how I found out.
Oh my. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean, dude. There's some real good promo. I opened it up and no shots toward LVT. Like they're awesome, but like I don't understand why HCS has them running these open cups that are HCS sanctioned events on their personal channel. Like, why is that not on the Halo channel? Like, you can pay LVT to produce them. I totally understand that, but like, their outreach has to be like a 100th of the Halo channels. And like, why are they not running drops for these things either? Because like, if you look at COD, their major qualifiers, the online stuff still has drops and stuff. Like, it's not just the LANs, but for some reason Halo only apparently cares about viewership when it's a LAN. Online, they'll just let it sit there with 1,000 viewers. Dude, Formal had more viewers today playing fucking matchmaking than the tournament had, and they were playing at the same time.
Nice.
Well, I think it's also because there's not really anything at stake with the online stuff besides just, points, and so it's not that compelling.
That's true. I mean, but it's true, but it's also like it's a 2K. But if you they don't do them anymore because COD has completely changed. But do you remember when COD used to run like weekly 2Ks? People would tune in to watch that shit because it was like hype to see all the different teams playing, and like, I don't know, people would get into it. But yeah, in Halo, no one really cares. It's like basically meaningless points because everything's an open tournament anyways. So like,
right.
I don't know. And then they'll have like a qualifier. I don't think they'll do it, but I really think HCS needs like major overhauls in its format, or they're just gonna like it. HCS has been performing decently, but I think it's just sputtering out. We even saw that with Charlotte. Like, I know everyone's gonna quote the number when Scump was fucking co-streaming it, but if you take out Scump's co-stream, the numbers were way the fuck down from last year. And
Scump only co-streamed for the last
he watched the finals when Optic was playing. Like, it's literally a pointless, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool that he would co-stream it, like, props to not props to him, it's not like he was doing it out of the goodness of his heart, but like I mean, it's cool that he did it. Maybe he was. He felt bad, but no. I mean, he's just watching hit like their team. Like, that's just what Optic does. But like, yeah, I mean, literally showed up to watch the finals and didn't, like, that's all. So it's like, I don't know. If they don't find a way, I think, to make HCS more exciting, I think even that is going to start to fall off here pretty badly this year. And I don't know. That was the one thing that you could argue was in a fairly decent state, but. Oh well. The smoke screen or the Shroud screen, what do you guys think of that? I think it's all right.
That's cool that they named a piece of equipment after Shroud. I like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I thought he was going to announce that he was becoming a Halo dev today, but he's not, so it's too bad.
Yeah, shame.
He's going to
real
pick
missed
up his
opportunity
own
on his
Halo
end.
too. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I bet it could have popped off with him there.
Mm-hmm. He would have actually finally become a successful streamer.
All right, anyways, okay, any other season 3 thoughts? We can move on.
Let's abandon Halo while we can.
I agree. Oh, actually, I have one more thought. Why the fuck am I playing the same exact fucking maps that I played in year 1 of this game when I try and play ranked? All right, that's all I got. Dude, it's so boring. Like, the new season comes out, there's not even a new ranked map. They couldn't even fucking.
Well, there is a solution for you. You just don't play the game.
I know.
It's been working for me and Luke.
It's a great solution, but I'm just saying. Like,
oh, jeez. Luke's back from the dead. Here we go.
If you're gonna put out a season, like, if you're not gonna put, all right. First of all, if you're gonna make new maps, I would argue you should probably make at least a map that is a ranked viable map. They didn't.
Yeah.
I guess whatever. That's stupid to me. I don't know why you're wasting resources to make pure, like, only social maps, but whatever.
We got Plaza coming.
Yeah. Why the fuck isn't that there at the season launch?
All right.
We don't talk about that.
All right. Anyways.
Okay. No, but what you were saying, it does make sense to make a competitive map that is both good for competitive play and social play. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be a good competitive map and a good social map.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is just wasted time. Like, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone if they were smarter about it.
I think part of the problem is the playlist, because like I tweeted about it, and like back in season 3 when we got maps and we got DLC maps, a lot of those maps were fucking, like, they'd be terrible MLG maps, but you still played them in Team Slayer and shit, like Citadel and some of the other DLC maps, even like the base Foundry you would play in Team Slayer and stuff. And did I like the base Foundry? No, but some people did.
Oh.
Some people did. I thought it was annoying, but
it was an experience.
Yeah, this fucking Standoff was a DLC map, dude. Holy fuck! I have PTSD from playing ranked Standoff.
We can forget about that. Fuck that.
But
experience.
Anyways, I feel like the fact that this playlist is still trying to be nothing but an HCS playlist is just detrimental at this point. But then again, I don't know. I guess COD is doing that. Their playlist is just a CDL playlist. So what do I know? All right.
Just the ranked playlist, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right.
It's unfortunate.
Speaking of COD, Season 2 Reloaded came out yesterday, and MW2 finally got a new map, dude. Holy shit. It got one, and it's all right. I don't know if you guys had a chance to play it.
Say the name. Right.
Well,
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
My name.
Hold on. This guy's playing it right here. Himalayan. Hold on.
Yeah, you can't even say a look at that.
Himmelmat Expo. Himmelmat Expo.
Himmelmat.
Yeah. But I played
that.
I don't know. I played it like a handful of times last night. It seems all right. I don't know if you guys saw the map though of the domination locations.
I did see that. It's weird. Like A and B are right near each other.
Yeah, and then C is like on the other side of the map.
Yeah, that's really odd.
Yeah, so that was a little questionable. But the map itself is kind of funky, like layout wise. So I guess maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of like the layout of many of the maps in that game, but from what I've seen of it, I haven't played it, but it looks nice. So,
I played a little bit of it. The dom points seem to be on opposite sides of the map from what I played. At least I had terrible memory this morning, but whatever.
I mean, if you look at it top down, I think you'd be able to tell more.
Yeah, the images from it being like top down, but I did see like some competitive players like saying they want this to be tested instead of what's the control map that is atrocious?
Albagra.
Yeah, instead of
Fortress.
Yeah, instead of Fortress, people want to test this out, which I don't have an opinion on. But
desperate to get away from Albagra.
Yeah, I think anything to not.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, anything to not play Fortress is the goal there. I think.
Yeah, like those doors trying to get through is just ridiculous.
And
then just let out windows.
PTSD from that.
Yeah, you just get spawn trapped in there. Did you, Kevin, have a chance to check out the new weapon? I have not yet.
What's the new weapon?
It's like a marksman rifle, so clearly no.
No.
Yeah. All right. I haven't either, so we'll just leave it at that. Any other COD thoughts?
COD?
Yeah, perfect. All right. Now this is the Jared section where he talks about the new video game that I don't think anyone else played. Wulong Fallen Destiny.
No, Jared's Corner.
Yeah, this is the Jared portion of the podcast.
This game.
The game you reviewed?
Yeah, this is the game I reviewed. This
game. I watched it. This is a good review.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But so this game, it has. Okay, the gameplay is really good in this game, but everything else around that can kind of struggle a little bit. The enemies are very repetitive through all the levels. The bosses are super unique, so you kind of get this situation where you're like, I'm just going to play through the level so I can play the badass boss.
Whoa. Rash, you're not even going to pull up Jared's video?
Oh, I can't. I just pulled up generic gameplay.
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's not fine, Jared.
It's not okay. It's 160p. But anyways, as I was saying, this game has so many systems in it, and it frustrates a lot of players because you have elements you can level up, and all of those levels combine for your overall level. Then every mission has levels called morale levels you could level up, and then there's fortitude levels in those systems, and then your enemies have levels, and then you have armor that's like randomized perks that you can upgrade, and like all of these systems on top of each other are just kind of overwhelming and not really necessary to the game. Like if they followed something like a game like Sekiro by FromSoft, the game probably would have done 10 times better than what it's doing now. Not that it's doing bad. I think it's pretty highly reviewed by a lot of people, but for anyone who's looking for a casual experience, this is not the game for you. It will most likely frustrate the hell out of you. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. And if you know a little Chinese history, it makes the game like even better. But in terms of just like a normal person looking for a fun game to kind of relax and play, do not touch this game with a 10-foot pole because you will hate your life. It's not hard, but it's not easy. I'll just leave it at that. So that's Wolong. It's something.
It has the word dynasty in it, and so all I can think about, and I don't think it's not like those games at all, but all I can think about is those like Dynasty Warriors games that I used to play as a kid.
It does have characters from Dynasty Warriors.
Oh,
shit!
Oh shit!
That will actually fight with you, even though it's not like technically directly connected. But
oh my god, dude,
think
this
of it
is
like
hype.
a multiverse.
This is hype.
Yeah.
That game made you
But
feel like a
actually one of my
fucking
favorite
mega OP, just legend of life.
Oh my god!
You would fight an entire army by yourself.
Games like that.
They make what?
Like Dynasty Warriors One Piece games.
Oh no, they've done all sorts of crossovers. There's all sorts of weird ones.
They're pretty good.
But all right,
Dynasty Wars was the shit back on the PS2,
dude. And then there was also another one that I think was made by the same developer, but it was like Samurai Warriors or something. There was another one that had a similar name, but the gameplay was like slightly different.
We all vanished.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on with that tonight. I have to like keep it up or else we vanish, but that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's Wulong. Does anyone else have any opinions of that?
I don't.
Nope.
I didn't know anything about it until I had to make a post about it on GameStop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It looked kind of cool.
Well, besides that, I don't think anything huge has come out since the last podcast, but we do have some upcoming games. I don't know. Obviously, they're not out yet, so there's not a whole ton to talk about. But Diablo 4 is the early beta thing is this weekend, so I plan on checking it out. I don't know about you guys.
I will definitely will be playing. I got my double decker from KFC. I got my beta code, so I'm ready to go.
It's downloading as we speak.
Too far away.
See you guys at the end of the weekend.
Luke, I just went on some website and applied for a key, and it just auto gave me one. You could do the same.
But no,
Link.
No.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Go ahead. But no, I was just gonna say this is funny though because the early access is for the weekend, right? And then the normal access open beta starts on a Wednesday, if I remember right. So it's like, how many different ways can we try to force people to buy the game or pre-order it to get the early access to the beta?
Yeah.
It's just like, you gotta love those guys.
You gotta respect it. You know, respect the grind for our wallets. All right. So obviously not much to say there. Resident Evil 4 comes out next week, I think, but it has a demo out. Has anyone played the demo?
I have played the demo.
All right, ooh. Jared, this is the Jared corner again.
10 out of 10.
Okay, so
Jared's corner.
This is what I'm gonna say. I think this might go down as the greatest remake ever.
Let's go.
That's how I'm feeling about it right now.
That's
if the demo is any measure of what the rest of the game could be, then I think it's going to be spectacular. But I will say this though. The control scheme pisses me off because they do not have a lefty flip. I have to pull the right trigger to shoot, and it pisses me off. I hate it. And yes, I can change the settings in the Xbox app, but when the fucking prompt comes up on screen saying to push the left trigger and I have to push the right trigger, it's very irritating. So that's my one complaint about the demo. Other than that, it's incredibly smooth. The aiming is really good. And I thought like before aiming on controller, like mouse is fine, but on controller, it felt a little weird on the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. But in this game, it's fucking smooth. And just everything in general, the movement, the hitboxes, everything feels really good in the game. So I'm looking forward to reviewing this one. I think this is a game of the year contender, probably.
Real game of the year contender for a remake?
For a remake, yes.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Better than Dead Space's remake?
Absolutely.
I mean, I thought
of course I gotta play the whole game.
The part of the demo you played, if you can remember, was it faithful to the original?
Oh yeah, it's 100%ly faithful. It just expands on what the original done. It just adds a little more detail to it. which is
Right.
cool. And it seems a lot harder. Like this seems a lot harder compared to the original from what I've played so far. Not that like I'm struggling hard, but you could just tell it's a more challenging experience because like you had a bunch of stuff you can do in the original to like cheese encounters. Like when enemies climbed up ladders, you could just stand at the top and knife them off. And you could just do that as they keep climbing up.
I remember
and
that.
you can't do that in this one. That doesn't work. They just climb right through your knife and say, "Oh, is that all you got?" So
Nice.
yeah, I'm pumped for this. I cannot wait to play this.
So I've only played one Resident Evil game ever, and I couldn't even tell you which one it was. It was the one that was on 360 that was co-op. Which one was that?
5.
Five?
6.
There you go.
5 or 6.
I'm a Resident Evil
Both-
5 gamer.
Both marbles of gaming. You know.
I played it with one of
Especially
my
6.
friends. I actually had a lot of fun, but the controls are always like really jank, but I think that's just like a Resident Evil thing.
So
Yeah,
I
and
enjoyed Resident Evil 2, the remake, a lot. So I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 4. Because like if it's as good as Resident Evil 2 remake, I think it'll be very, very good. So yeah. I haven't played the demo yet. I downloaded it, but I didn't get to it.
Yeah, I
I
haven't.
like it.
I didn't play it, but I do
Comes
plan
out
on
in a
like
couple
picking it
days,
up.
right?
It's like next week, the 23rd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Or 23rd.
Yep. All right, let's Resident Evil. Also, now no one knows when this is coming out, but you know the rumors are swirling. Counter-Strike, so the CS:GO Source 2 port thingy mabopper. Everyone's talking about it. What do you guys think? Do you think it's coming out?
No.
No, there's no
I
shot.
never really.
It's coming
I keep
out.
hearing about this, but I don't know where it came from.
There's been a bunch of there's been Source 2 rumors for literal years. The difference is this
Since
time
2017.
Yeah, the difference is this time there's actually been like movement in like the like you know how like all the Halo leakers leak shit out of the API or whatever. Well, people do that in CS too, and they've seen like okay. Let's back. It started because NVIDIA did that shit where it like added a profile for CS:GO 2. And so that that started it all. But then also people have seen updates in the database for like different things. Someone saw there's like a blog post backend update that someone saw today. So people are thinking it's coming soon. You know, I was fucking on Twitch last night and XQC, Shroud, and who are they playing with?
You were fucking on Twitch shit? You didn't get TLS?
I did not. Well, you know, you only get a 7-day ban.
Raj, come on.
You're fair game.
You gotta go to kick for that one.
7-day ban is nothing. You just you take your 7-day ban, you come back bigger and stronger. But yeah, I don't. Obviously, no one knows if it's actually coming. Besides, I'm sure some people do. But I hope it's coming, and I also hope like so it'll probably just be a prettier CS:GO. But I hope they implement some of the quality of life stuff that Valorant added, like buying before the round, being able to like buy for your teammates without having to throw the gun at them, being able to refund shit that you buy if you buy on your own and realize no one else did. I hope that's some stuff they add. I also hope they revamp the matchmaking system so that it matters, because currently basically the way it works in CS:GO is you like hit a certain rank and then everyone just stops caring about matchmaking and they play on like third-party pugging software because they have better anti-cheat and better servers. And don't get me wrong, when I was like grinding the fuck out of CS, I was all for playing on Faceit and stuff, but since I don't play CS:GO as much, I just wish people cared about like CS:GO matchmaking. It's also like,
I mean, it's a shitty 60-foot tick servers.
yeah, no, that's what I'm hoping they improve the servers.
I wonder if they fix that. There's one step on Dust 2 when you go up to a tunnel. It's like it's not even. It's never been even. It's like a little stutter. They could never like line it up properly with the map. I wonder if Source 2 fixes that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what all Source 2 actually changes, if not. But I think it's gonna be fucking massive because CS:GO is still massive, and the game doesn't even like get updates very often. So I think whenever Source 2 drops, if it does, I don't know. I think it's gonna hit like 3 mil on Steam, easy.
I think that's a fair estimate.
But I also supposedly Source 2 makes it easier for them to add new content into the game. I don't think Valve's going to do that because they just don't do anything. But if it's not Dota, they're not updating it. So I don't know. Hopefully it comes out. I'm excited.
Gabe likes his Dota, dude. But okay, when the Dota part came out though, it was broken for like a couple weeks though. So
yeah, and in Counter-Strike's case, that means it'll be broken for like 6 months.
Yeah, so like we'll see how if it actually comes, how it goes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Who knows? But we'll see. I'm excited. Hopefully it's good. I think if it's good, it's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be massive because like you have to think too. All of those kids that like checked out Valorant for the first time they played like a tactical shooter like this, I bet they'll all try Source 2. Whereas like before they probably wouldn't have. So now we're gonna have all the e-daters and all the weirdos on Val coming on over, dude. There's gonna be his and her fucking carry in your CS:GO lobbies, dude. Shit's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. This could be an improvement though, because whenever I play Counter-Strike now, it's just literal dudes spamming slurs. So give and take. Do you want like cringe Valorant kids or just the racists of CS:GO?
We'll take all of it.
Yeah,
it'll be a mix, I guess.
That's gonna be weird.
Let them fight. I say let them fight.
No, dude, it's gonna be crazy because Valve doesn't do fucking shit when it comes to banning people.
Valve doesn't ban.
They don't ban people. Like they'll chat restrict you now, but
that's very hard to get. Chat restrictions.
Dude, I've been playing with so many people that are chat restricted, and I unchat restrict them, and they're instantly spamming slurs, or I unmute them because it just auto mutes them. It's not even the same as like Valorant, where if you get chat restricted, you actually can't talk. All it does in CS:GO is it just makes it so everyone auto mutes you, so you can just unmute them, and then you can hear their beautiful slurs right in your ears, dude. It's great.
I guess it's like you know what you're getting yourself into, you know, if you unmute them, right?
Yeah. I mean,
you unmuting them, you wanted to hear slurs. Pretty much,
you opted into it. You knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
I was playing with some.
It's freedom of choice.
There was like 2 people the other night, and they were queued together, and this is like fucking 2 or 3 in the morning, and we're playing, and one of them is chat restricted, and we're asking him, so like, why'd your friend get chat restricted? And he's like, oh, I don't know, I just like he got reported a lot. Like, why don't you guys go ahead and unmute him? Like, he's not too bad. And we unmute him, and the chat just lights up. Like someone missed a clutch and just instantly got called the N-word. And you're like, yeah, all right. But no, dude, I think that's actually going to be very interesting because like the Valorant community is so. Because it's a Riot game, it's so like coddled. Like if you fucking insult someone once in chat, you're like instantly banned. So it's gonna be weird in Counter-Strike. Where, like,
I mean, it comes because like League of Legends is so toxic.
Yeah.
That like Riot Games just implemented it for Valorant too.
For sure.
It's been a long time to figure it out in League of Legends, and I mean, it's still I think the most toxic game out there.
Oh, I think
not slur-wise, the slur ratio in League of Legends isn't as high because like you just get nuked.
Yeah,
but like you have like a mathematical breakdown.
The sheer amount of toxicity and time you can be held hostage in League of Legends, like it's unmatched.
That's the problem because the games are so long in League, but also it's all text chat. So like people are a lot more ballsy on text chat than voice chat. Whereas like if you try and flame someone in CS:GO over text chat, everyone just makes fun of you. You're like, dude, you're trying to fucking flame me in text chat. Use your mic, bitch, you know? And then people like they still will say some shit, but not as often. But yes, I don't know. Anyways, Source 2, I'm excited.
And
all right.
Before we move on, are we thinking like this is a separate game or a big update for?
No, it's an update.
It's an update.
I think it's an update
like
based
Dota.
on Dota.
Based
on Dota, it's an update. But to be honest, like I don't think you want it to be a new game.
Change the game because for how popular CS:GO is, it'd be kind of a dumb move.
I just wanted to also say though, I don't remember which one. I don't know if it was the Nvidia league or the other league Arash mentioned that they also mentioned Left 4 Dead 3 in the same league.
Yeah.
So that makes it unbelievable that
that one's cap.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
the developers that made that are literally gone. They don't even have that studio anymore. Yeah. They made Back 4 Blood.
I still don't fully believe CS2 is real, but we'll see, I guess.
I don't know. The Twitter account's been getting in some action. I don't know if you see. It's been like meme responding to people. Like Flom, he's a Counter-Strike streamer, tweeted.
Yeah, sure. Just because the social media intern like is funny.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
I don't think it's so hard to believe that this would have happened eventually. Like, yeah. I think it makes sense.
Maybe, yeah. But it's been 6 years of rumors. And,
it's been a lot of rumors.
It's just been boiling, and now like I don't know.
At some point, they have to come and collect their fucking Source 2 money bags. And, dude, Honestly,
I
this
don't
is
know.
like, you have to think about it. Of all the year, like throughout all the years of the Source 2 rumors, this is the perfect time to fucking launch it, because like competitive FPSs are so stale right now, and the fact that Valorant like had its hype, and it's not dead. Valorant's still doing very well, but it's already over its hype cycle. So now you drop Source 2, and if it's good, dude, it has the chance to just blow up. Warzone 2 fucking blows. Apex has all its issues when you get into ranked. Overwatch fell off a cliff in terms of like mainstream. You know, all the Overwatch kids still play it, but like
But Halo though.
Halo though, dude.
Yeah, what about Halo?
Comp
Yeah,
Halo
Halo
is
is still
fucking
going
popping
strong.
through the roof,
You
dude.
know?
No, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, if
Yeah.
you were gonna launch a good
Siege is-
competitive shooter, what's up?
Siege is unmatched.
Yeah, Siege is just great. Siege is just fucking limping along until the end of time.
Can't go one stream without Luke mentioning Siege.
But I love Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I try and get Luke to play other games with me, and he just like, do you want to play Siege? I'm like, no,
Get on Siege.
get that out of here.
Siege and Tarkov.
Actually,
Well,
Tarkov not anymore.
Play
The fucking
Tarkov with
cheating
all your
fiasco.
cheaters.
Yeah, the
Play with
cheating
all your
fiasco.
cheaters.
Cheating is bad.
I never
The
want to play
wiggle.
that.
You were one of
Wiggle
them.
is
You
real.
got banned.
Dude, I
Yeah.
forgot that casual CS:GO has
Oh.
kill cams. Holy fuck! It was just on the screen. But
Oh, I saw that.
Did you know it has a riot shield too?
I saw that.
Is it right,
I've never
Shield?
seen someone use it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
what a Call of Duty ripoff!
Yeah, because
This
it's
game's
not in
bad.
ranked. It's not in ranked. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in casual.
So I've never seen anyone use it, but I saw it in the buy menu the other day. I was like, huh, I didn't know there's a riot shield in this game. There was a riot shield in Source, wasn't there? I thought that's where it came from.
I don't remember.
I'm not
I
that
don't
epic
think
of a
so.
gamer. I'm sorry.
I thought it was in Source, but all right, that's okay. I didn't play Source, so all right. I figured now we'll drop in. Those are the big releases, but obviously, I'm sure some of us have played other games, so I figured we'd talk about those a little bit. I can go first, and then I'll kick it to Jared because he's probably the only one that's played a different video game. But so I checked out the new hot FPS, the finals, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't get it. I see people online like hyping the shit out of this game, and I played it for like 2 or 3 hours. The movement is clunky as fuck. It literally has like input delay. Like you try and jump, and your dude jumps like not half a second, but like noticeably later than when you try and jump. And it's the same with like the aiming on MNK is also really bad, and apparently it's like unplayable on controller. So I couldn't get past those things. But if you can get past those, the time to kill is also weirdly like I'm all for a long time to kill, but it's like very, very long. You have to dump like multiple mags into someone to kill them. And the overall game mode is like it's fine. So basically it's like there's 4 teams of 3, and the goal is to end the game with as much money as possible. And you get money by either like killing people, but mostly you get money by going to these vaults and getting these big bags of cash and then taking them to an extraction point and extracting with it. So most of like the moments in this game are all based around, you know, the bags of cash, right? And they kind of scale up as the game goes longer. So you like there's some comeback mechanics and whatnot. And the premise of the game mode is like cool-ish, but I also just don't know, like I don't know. To me, I felt like I got my fill of it pretty quickly, but I don't know. I see people online like hyping it like it's going to be the next big thing. Right now, it is in beta, so there is a chance they fix some of those like input related issues that I was talking about, and time to kill probably could still be toned down too. But even like the core game mode itself, I think isn't that amazing. The big thing is that the game has like a ton of destruction. Like all the buildings are pretty much fully destructible. But even then it's weird because you don't like it doesn't get utilized as much as you'd think it would get utilized. And they also do this weird thing where every single map has multiple different times of day. And fucking like you play like sometimes you'll load in, it's just random. And you'll load in and you'll get like foggy daytime. And so the visibility is just dog shit. I'm like, this isn't a fucking RPG. I'm not trying to play foggy fucking I can't see across the map, or like you spawn in at night and everything's just dark as fuck and you're like just leave the game, leave it at daytime. What are we doing? Like I don't know.
It's called immersion, Arash. Okay.
I'm not trying to be immersed in my fucking FPS game. I'm just trying to shoot shit that I can see. But it does have a ranked mode, so I'm all for the ranked grind. The ranked mode is actually kind of cool. It's basically a tournament structure. So you load in, and there's four games at the bottom of the bracket, and like it's based on your MMR or your ranking, right? But like to advance to the next stage, you have to get top 2, and then to advance past that stage, you have to get top 2, and then eventually there's 2 teams left, and it's like a 1v1. And if you want to win the whole tournament, you have to obviously win. And so like if you win the whole tournament, your rank flies through the roof, and etc. So the ranked mode is actually kind of cool. But I just the gameplay itself, I can't. It doesn't vibe with me. I don't know if any of you guys played this.
I watched some of it. I
Looks
didn't
like a
play
mobile
it.
game.
It looked weird to me. And you mentioned, I guess, the destruction and some of like the wacky guns. Like there's a foam gun or something I thought I saw.
Yeah,
And you could pick up barrels, and you got
Yep.
C4. I mean, I guess that's the main appeal, doing all these wacky things in this arena with all the destruction and everything. But honestly, I think I'd rather just play TDM in this arena than deal with this, whatever this mode is, from what I watched.
yeah.
And I know the destruction they say it's server side destruction, but I can't imagine that it actually lines up perfectly for everybody. I gotta imagine there's some inconsistencies there with the destruction.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, and you do say you'd rather play like TDM. I do wonder, or I guess I hope that the beta was just testing this new mode because it's supposed to be the big new thing, and hopefully maybe the full release would have normal stuff like a TDM, but they haven't like said that as far as I'm aware, so I'm just speculating there. But I agree. I would rather play TDM than this game mode. If I was to just want to play. If I wanted to like play ranked, then yeah, maybe this is the game mode because that's what the whole rank system is based around. But
if it was just TDM, I don't think that would make it too generic because it has this whole destructibility element to it. So it is kind of unique,
yeah, and it could
So
have
I think-
multi-team TDM too.
Yeah, that could be really. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things they could do with that.
Yeah, apparently this former DICE developers made this game
Yeah,
as well. So
yeah, it's made by some former
Battlefield
DICE people.
stuff.
Which makes sense with like the destruction and whatnot. A lot of people say it like looks a lot like Hardline. I never played Hardline, but
yeah, I can see the similarities.
I can actually see that now. Yeah, I do see that.
It does
So-
make sense.
But yeah,
Think about
the destruction's like really cool. Like on the screen, there's like a bridge between 2 buildings, and he
I just
popped
saw
one
that.
side of it,
Nice.
and like the
Yeah,
whole
that's
bridge
cool.
falls. So you can do some really cool stuff with the demolition. But the weird thing about that too is it's like class. So there's 3 classes: light, heavy, and medium. And so the heavy class has all the explosives. You have like an RPG and like all this shit. But if you're playing the light class, which is like the movement class, you don't really get to play with as much of that stuff. You're more of like movement-y. So I don't, the destruction's cool, but it's also not uniform. You kind of have to like decide to play into the destruction.
Right.
But
Well, and like I'm always in every game that has classes, I would just prefer everybody just even starts. Everybody gets to use the same things. I wish you weren't limited by which class you picked, but that's just me. And I know class-based shooters, hero shooters are popular now, but
so
You know?
in the case of a hero shooter where you have heroes with like specific like abilities, it makes more sense to me. But in a game like this where you just have 3 generic ass classes, and the main difference is the light one runs faster and does movement stuff, the medium one's the middle of the ground, and the heavy one has more health and moves like a fucking turd, right? I feel like you could have just made everyone the medium and like let you play with whatever you wanted. I think that might have been more fun. But maybe
and balance. It would also be balanced. I mean,
yeah. I mean, this way maybe allows you to balance specific items more because like a heavy or whatever, like the higher health character wouldn't be able to use like X pistol, right? Because it's light only. But there's a class. So one thing actually that is really weird about it and that I don't really like is you get 1 weapon. No, there's no secondary. You just get 1 weapon, and you can't pick up weapons. You just have unlimited ammo, which I think is such a weird thing. So like there's a light class you can play that's just a knife. And if you pick that, all you can do is run around and knife people or like throw explosives at them. And it's like,
Really?
I mean, I guess it's your call for playing that, but also like, why do you only have one weapon? Like, why is there no secondary? I don't know.
That is
Wait,
really
what's the
odd.
RPG then? Is that not a secondary? Or?
The RPG is a secondary, but so it depends. Like so that one's like an explosive, so it falls into like the gadget section.
Ability.
Yeah,
It's a different category, I guess.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, they also do this weird thing where in the tournament mode, you can set up like a secondary loadout, so you could like respec in between games. Otherwise, you can't, and you can only so like if you launch into the first game with the AK, the second game you'd only be able to change if you selected a different primary in like your backup 4 slots. Otherwise, you have to play the whole tournament with the same stuff, and I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's also like kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I think it's like playing too heavily into the idea of it being a tournament. You know, it's like reminds me of like card games where if you submitted your deck list at the start of a tournament, you can't just swap in the middle of it. But this isn't like, it's like too gamified for me. Like, why can't, if I play the first game with the AK and I go like, wow, that kind of blew. Like, why do I have to wait like 4 games to switch if we're winning? But
Right.
I don't know. But all right.
But you say you saw people talking highly of this game? I mean,
I haven't seen people
not
like
just big streamers who may or may not be getting paid, or
no. I've been seeing like the big streamers I haven't even seen anyone of them talk about it. But I've been seeing like
I only saw Myth play it.
Yeah, Myth played it, but I mean,
I only saw him like Clutch.
The first day, all the big streamers were playing it. I'm assuming they all got paid, but since then, like I've seen like TikToks and videos and like posts by people that are just like, I mean, I don't want to say they're random people, but like in terms of like fame, they're kind of just random people, and they seem to be really enjoying it. This is the knife class. You can like one shot people in the back, but it's so weird.
It almost reminds me of Team Fortress. I don't know, like in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, with the scout where you could like one knife people in the back.
Yeah, and then like I saw like the fucking heal gun where like it was the heal laser or some shit earlier.
Yeah, that's I think that's one of the abilities you can only take on the medium or something. But
I feel like a game like this would be cool if it was an extraction shooter.
Well, so this is like
I feel like that'd be interesting with the destructible environments.
Yeah, this is like some kind of weird middle ground because so you're playing this game mode, but you'll see there's like revives and stuff, and you have to extract the cash. But obviously, there's no loot in terms of like game to game loot. But the respawn timer is like ridiculously long if you don't get revived, and you only get like you get like a set amount of respawn tokens. And so if one person on your team dies and you aren't able to revive them, they have to use a revive token. Otherwise, they have to sit there for like, it's like 45 seconds or something. But if you're out of revive tokens, you have to wait until like everyone dies. You're like, your whole team has to get wiped. So the respawn system's interesting too.
It's like a Destiny raid. You just get wiped.
Yeah. A little bit. But you can, I don't actually think, it's not like super cool, it's just kind of cool. When your teammate gets down, they turn into a little trophy, and you can like run up and grab the trophy and like carry it off to res them.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So that's like kind of fun, but
that's unique.
Yeah, it's nothing like super amazing, but I don't know. I think if they can fix the core like the core gameplay, like fix the movement and the aiming so that it actually feels responsive, and maybe tone down the time to kill a smidge, I think it's like worth playing. But I still don't know. I can't see this thing being huge. To me, it's just like another one of those games that kind of comes out, makes some rounds, makes some hype, and then kind of falls off.
Reminds me of Super People. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, but what about Super People 2, Luke?
Oh, damn. I guess I'm not up to date on the Super People lore.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
game, dude.
Super People 2 came out within like a year of the first one. And so I was like, what the fuck is this? And then people who played it were like, yeah, it's just a big update. They just Overwatch their shit, not like not even a year into the game. All right. So I have other games I can talk about, but someone else go next.
Jared. Your
Jared,
corner.
Jared, you play games.
Have you played anything else?
All right. Okay, I have. I played a horror game from my favorite horror franchise called Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Fatal Frame is a franchise that's been around for a really long time, since 2001. Also when Halo obviously started, which bless that series. May it rest in peace. But Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is a remaster of a game that came out in 2008, only in Japan for the Nintendo Wii. And it has, how should I put this? The gameplay has definitely aged in this series, and it's in need of a major update. But in terms of what the game is for a remaster and for when that game came out, it's a very unique horror series that, to me, no other kind of horror game has. It doesn't do what Fatal Frame does. It doesn't like create that atmosphere and that suspense that these games are able to create through like the audio, sound design, and the music. And the way these stories unfold in these games are so fucking cool. And they're so well written and so good that it's like it's some of the best horror media in terms of writing out of just about anything I've ever seen. And the games deserve like a new entry in the series. Like the last one that officially came out that wasn't a remaster was 2014. So it's been a really long time since we've got a new Fatal Frame game. So it's nice to see this remaster come out, and it's done fairly well. It's like 90% on Steam right now, and
Real quick.
it's selling well.
Why was
Yes,
Arash
go
just
ahead.
playing the movie The Thing?
All right,
For
chill.
real?
I clicked
Oh,
on
what the fuck
a,
just happened?
I clicked on a video about Fatal Frame. I didn't realize it was like a whole ass fucking
Sorry, for
retrospective.
interrupting. Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up
Fatal
before the
Frame
moment is gone.
videos that these people make are so freaking deep. Like, it's something else. But no, like the series needs a lot of updating. Like I said, it's good that the remaster's selling well. It's being highly praised, but it is dated. It doesn't have English voice acting. The controls are very tank-like. And it needs a little more, I want to say, a faster pace to the overall game. Like, the characters need to move a little better. They need better animations. Like, a lot of that needs to be, modernized, like with the Resident Evil remakes, and hopefully with the Silent Hill remake that's coming. But just overall, like I said, as a series, to me, it's one of the best just out there, hands down. Characters are well written, the story is well written, and it has a very unique gameplay style because instead of using guns or swords or weapons, you use a damn fucking camera to take pictures of spirits to exorcise them, which that whole mechanic is just very unique on itself. And I think that adds to the atmosphere of the game, because with a gun in your hand, you kind of feel powerful, right? You're shooting something with a bullet, but with a camera, it's the spirits are right in your face. You have to try to time your shots right so they don't grab you and, basically strangle you to death or do whatever they want to do to you. So it's just, I don't know. It's a very unique game. It's a unique series. And I really hope they make a new one eventually. Just because to me, it's one of the best.
This year is strong for horror games, right? We got Dead Space, we got Resident Evil, we got Fatal Frame, we got an Outlast game coming out.
Yeah, and a new Amnesia game too, right?
New Amnesia game, yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
so
it's very good.
it's a good year for horror games.
Yeah,
I didn't know
PewDiePie's
that the
ready.
Fatal Frame remaster came out, but I did play one of them on the PS2, and I have the Wii U one from like 20. I don't know. That was a
Probably
Wii U one.
2014.
Yeah, water or something, lady in the water.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember. What it's called.
Maiden in Black.
Way of
Maiden
Water.
in Black, yeah, there we go.
That's the best selling one, but it's also considered the worst one because they made it very, how would you put it? They tried to
Wii U
modernize the
gimmicky?
story in a way.
Oh.
It's not even just that. It's like the story itself, even though it's good, it's very beach vibes horror film. They gave the girls a little too much skimpiness to their
Some
outfits.
fan
and-
service. Sorry for
Yeah,
the
so
entertainment.
there's too much fan service, and even the ghosts that they made in that game, the spirits, they made them a little too nice looking. Like they didn't have that horror in their faces.
Yeah,
like the
I mean,
older
it worked
games
for
had.
Village though. Everybody was horny for that
Oh, yeah.
lady.
Yeah,
for
but
the tall
hey,
lady.
you know what? We can't compare nothing to her. All right, I mean, come on now, look how tall she is. Those thick thighs. I mean, come on.
Oh, we had a soft spot here.
Yeah, well, yep.
Or no, I won't go that way.
Yeah, this podcast is taking a dangerous turn.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone? Any other thoughts on Fatal Frame? Sorry.
Finally, fatal frames of
I might pick
Final
it up.
Fantasy Fatal.
pictures.
Nitsua said we need a remake of Fear, and I agree. Fear is great.
We do.
I agree
The
with that.
Fear
too.
games were so fucking good.
Yeah, they were so
Never
good.
Give me
played
the
it.
Fear multiplayer
Oh,
experience
dude,
once again.
the first I played. So I don't know how many of them had multiplayer. I only played multiplayer for the first Fear, and that shit was underrated as fuck. It was so fun. I like randomly had. I don't even remember if I bought the game or I had it from like GameFly, and I just noticed it had multiplayer. I was like, "Fuck it,
That's a throwback.
I'll check
shit.
this out," and it was a lot of fun. But Fear had some really good gameplay, which I think helped.
Dude, that was Xbox. What is it? Shoot, what's the subscription thing called?
Game Pass?
Yeah, that was Game Pass. That was pre-Game Pass. Game Pass.
Dude, I was so useless at using it too, because they would only. So I had like the cheap one where they would only say like a couple nights a week, and this shit never happens other than on podcast night. So I don't know. It must be something with like the scenes I have up, or using a Discord voice call or something that causes it. But because it's every podcast it crashes. But all right. Anyways. I was gonna mention I played the new Shatterline season. They added like a 3v3 mode. It's basically just like one life TDM. It's not too bad. They need to bring this game out though on I am completely losing my train of thought. This game needs to come out on console. No, it's on Steam. So they were supposed to put it out on console this month, but it got delayed. And I just feel like by the time this shit comes out on console, like all the hype for it's just going to be gone, because it's like it's already fallen off on PC.
Will it be crossplay?
Whoa.
I would hope it's crossplay.
If Leap can succeed on console, this can.
Leap is dead as fuck. Okay, that shit has
Not
like
by
2
the
players.
ratings.
Dude, I don't know who the fuck thought they should release that game for $30. They should be fired. I thought, based on like just the social media and the fact that the game just seemed like a fucking ploy to steal my money, I thought it would be like some fucking overseas Chinese developer, because that's just the kind of shit you get sometimes, like some free-to-play ass thing that just steals your money. But there's like a fucking dev studio in Toronto. Like, I'm so confused. Like, how are they funding a studio with like that can't be making any meaningful amount of money? But yeah, the new Shadowline season, it added a new map for their escort mode and then the 3v3 thing. It's all right. If you enjoy Shadowline, it's worth hopping back into. I also played.
How many players are on there?
In this
on
new
average?
game mode, or
Shadowline?
it's like 1K on Steam.
1K. Okay.
Yeah,
It's not terrible for like.
It's like playable.
Yeah.
I do think it's not. I don't know if it's like the server priority. You can select what servers you want to play on, but if you leave all of them on, you will never play NA servers. You'll just get European servers, and if you leave the Asian servers on, you'll get those a ton. And those feel like dog shit. They like the characters like jump around like they're fucking just lagging all over the place. So don't play on the Asian servers. I wouldn't recommend unless you live closer and don't have like
200 ping doesn't usually work out too well.
It doesn't. It feels pretty dog. It feels pretty bad. All right. I also played Gundam added a new little dude. They added a guy with a bunch of guns, and I know nothing about Gundam, so this meant nothing to me. But Gundam
has guns.
Yeah, they added a guy that just has 2 big ass fucking chain guns as weapons, and you just walk around and chain gun people. It's pretty fun. This game needs fucking crossplay. I don't understand why this game doesn't have crossplay. I was trying to play a ranked match the other night, and it's just unplayable on PC because the PC player base is like literally 10 players. But you can play ranked on console, but there's no crossplay. I don't understand.
It's on Game Pass too, isn't it? Or no, it's free to play, no man.
It's free to play, yeah. But I think it's actually like fairly big on PlayStation. But
there was like Game Pass rewards or some shit for this game.
Oh,
so,
yeah, there might be.
Like on console, I think, like a skin.
I think they cut the servers back, or however it works, so more people are playing together because the player base is dropping so much.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
I
also
don't know
they
how-
never release the game in a bunch of regions because every time I make a Gundam video, I get comments from people in like Australia and South America that are like, yeah, they just never release the game in my area, so the only way to play is to like if you're on console, it's just unplayable. I think on PC you can like VPN your Steam to be able to download it.
Oh boy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But like also the crossplay thing. I don't know how shooters in 2023 don't have crossplay.
I
Because,
don't
like-
there's no multiplayer game that shouldn't have crossplay.
Yeah,
it should be like a
you're like
standard
losing
now.
money, and it cannot be that hard to like make a crossplay like game. I mean, I don't know anything about game development, but
Yeah.
I mean, like server connectivity. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, I can answer this very simply. No one wants to try to balance aim assist, so they just
Sure,
don't.
but
add
like,
it.
I feel like if people complain about aim assist, like that's like the issue because the game is like popular, right? But what happens here is like Urash tries to play a rank game on PC. The game is dead. He doesn't find the game. He probably never goes back, right? But like if it was
Exactly.
crossplay, he might have found a rank game. Maybe he would have played more. You know, they're just losing like players and money by not having it. I don't know. And it cannot be that much more dev time
And
to make a
see-
crossplay game because like
Right?
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
There is no-
and
is
that's
there
why
even
you don't
aim assist
force
on console?
crossplay.
I played it on console. I don't remember there being aim assist, but
You
maybe
can,
I just didn't notice
you can
it.
play with a controller on PC. I'm pretty sure it acts the same as if you play on console. So that problem exists in
Yeah.
this game anyways. But I also think it doesn't have much aim assist. But
I don't think it does.
It baffles me that multiplayer games launch without crossplay because it's just like it seems like every time that happens, there's always one of the platforms that's just dead, and you're like, this is sick. Like I would
Yeah.
play this game, but I'm not about to go like. Well, I guess I have a PlayStation, but like you get the point. Like I'm not trying to hook up the PlayStation just to play a game I have installed on my PC. But I don't know. I guess so. Well, and this game just seems like I'll be honest. Like I actually kind of enjoy it. It's basically just Overwatch with fucking Gundams, right? But it missed the boat, dude. I don't know. Bandai Namco just apparently gives no fucks about marketing because I just feel like this game should be bigger than it is, and maybe it is in the East, but just in the West, it just feels like it already died. Like it's already forgotten. Like no one really cares about it anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, I think crossplay would have maybe like helped it a little, but I guess it wouldn't have saved it either.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
I definitely think it would have helped a little bit, but who knows? Alrighty, that
I mean, I enjoyed the game, but
yeah. That's all I have for new games I played. I've gotten back into Valorant, dude. I'm a Valorant kid again. I played some COD 1. That was a good time, dude. All right. Let's see. Does anyone have any other games you want to talk about?
I could talk about Siege for 30 minutes, but
Yeah. There's a new Siege season. Why don't you tell us about it?
it's good. I mean, I like it.
When
But,
is
the
Ubisoft
thing with
shutting
Siege?
down?
I don't know, dude. They have 45 studios. They could go bankrupt any minute. I wouldn't be surprised. But I wouldn't be surprised if like Ubisoft Montreal, whoever makes Siege, just stays open. But anyways,
That's true. It's like the one thing.
so like I noticed this, and this is something I like about Siege 2. The new character isn't OP. There hasn't been a new OP character in Siege in like, I don't know, 2-3 years. And we played Valorant the other night, and the new fucking character is stupid, dude. Like he has like a blind Molotov, thing that can plant a bomb for him, and some other shit like a smoke.
He jizzes on your face.
He jizzes on your face. Like he has so much fucking utility.
Whoa.
It's insane.
Oh, PG.
And
Yeah, I don't have my stream marked for mature audience.
Oh, my
Sorry,
bad,
he
my bad.
does. He does though. It's
Yeah,
just-
think of
it's
the
the
Halo
truth.
kids.
he comes on your face, and then he like can plant a bomb, or like some penguin plants a bomb for him. It was just like fucking
The
annoying.
penguin plants a bomb.
What is this, Batman?
It's
Yeah,
a
the penguin,
gecko.
dude.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. New season's good.
That's good. That's good. All right, we can move on to the news portion. Let's see what we got in here. There's some topics. Why don't we hit the first thing because it was literally news today, and that's that our good old buddy Shroud is making a video game. So today, Shroud announced that he is working with Splash Damage to create a survival shooter. I'll let someone give their thoughts first. I'll jump in later.
What did
my
splash
immediate-
damage do?
Oh.
For?
Oh, they
Like,
made
the name
Brink.
was recognizable.
Brink and
And
Dirty
then-
Bomb,
Splash
and
Damage.
they ported MCC to PC.
They made Halo.
Okay.
They worked on Halo, so they're also I think they
just-
worked on Gears.
No,
Yeah,
anyways,
they've
so-
done
from these
support for
people.
Gears.
My immediate thought is like we have so many YouTubers announcing games now, and is there one that's actually like out and successful yet? I was trying to think. And I can't really think of it. PewDiePie made some indie games, I guess, but like I don't know, those were like some RPG Maker games. And they were good, I guess. But
there's one YouTuber that made a game or released a game recently. He's I think he's like a WoW content creator, or he does a lot of MMO stuff. Bellular, I think that's how you say it. He released a game and it done really well on Steam. I'm pretty sure that's where he released it. Like it was highly rated. It's like a weird like RPG. I don't know, like a survival sim type thing. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know, but that done really well. I think it had like a 94% positive rating or something. So that's the only one I can think of.
I'm just
kinda
thinking
curious
like
on that one your recent video like suggesting like free to play games. That's because I'm curious because it's like that Milsim game that's called like Operation
That's made
whatever.
by a YouTuber.
Yeah, what's that? Blue Drake 42, I think
Yeah.
the guy's name is. Yeah, because he was from like what Drake
Wait,
Lanes, I
Harsh
think is what it's
Doorstep?
called.
Yeah, Harsh
Yeah.
Doorstep is like headed by a YouTuber. He's like a
Okay.
he's kind of
Actually,
like
I knew that.
he was like a Milsim YouTuber sort of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
I followed him when I was kind of like into like Arma for like a quick second there.
Yeah, it's
Also,
alright.
with
But
the Shroud game though, I do have to say it's interesting that he has a studio that already existed working with him, because like look at Dr. Disrespect's like scam game. He just made a studio, right? Like and I don't remember, wasn't it 100 Thieves? They just made a
100
studio,
Thieves.
right?
yeah, they made a
And like
studio.
I think because there is a studio that already made games and finished games, I think there's a better chance for Shroud's game actually releasing and being like a decent product than any of these other ones. But I mean, like, I don't know.
So I have two thoughts on that. One, I kind of agree. To me, this gives me the vibes of Shroud as like a consultant that maybe has like an actual say in things, but to me it's more of like Splash Damage is making a game and Shroud is here to put his name on it and maybe give some feedback and give some opinions.
That's kind of what I'm. That's
You know
my
what that
opinion on
reminds
that.
me of? Lady Gaga being the creative director of Polaroid. Like, I like some of the Gaga songs, but the fuck does she know about cameras, dude?
What's your favorite song?
But I will also say hitching your ride to Splash Damage is just asking for an average ass video game. Like they've been around since like the 1990s and they've never made a good game. What is their best video game?
Until now.
Their best game was probably Quake Wars.
Doom 3 multiplayer?
I
Did Splash Damage do Doom 3 multiplayer?
I think so.
All right.
But
Oh, wait, we
everyone
played a
hated
Splash
Doom
Damage
3.
game a couple months ago. Wolfenstein Enemy Territory.
Yeah, that game's fine, but
Yeah. See?
that's what I mean though. Like, fucking like Brink
They worked on Halo.
was just
MCC.
bad. Yeah, but they didn't fucking make it. They just got it to work on PC.
I mean,
which is which says something because certain companies that work on Halo
their names.
can't do that. So at least they got that going for them. But like, they also Splash Damage also bought up recently the entire dev studio that made Battalion 1944, which is also another mid-ass game. So it's like this is the powerhouse of mid video games.
People like that game.
Coming together to make you a mid survival shooter. I will say I was a little bit surprised it's a survival shooter and not like a comp shooter. But
How many mid survival shooters have they made?
they haven't made any survival shooters.
Exactly.
This is new territory. But they're also
surprised.
making the Transformers game right now. So I'm not sure how big their studio is, but this like might be further out. It might. Oh, well, it probably is further out.
Well,
since they just
I was
announced it.
I was watching Shroud stream today, and he said, yeah, this is still like really early in development. Like he
Okay.
was explaining that this is going to be far out, and that's the thing. Like, we're gonna be waiting a while for this game. I don't know how long we're gonna be waiting for Deadrop and 100 Thieves game, but I'm just tired of waiting.
To be
for
fair,
a
though,
new good game.
in favor of Splash Damage, they did just get bought out, and like if they restructure and everything, they haven't released the game after the buyout yet. So like we'll see what like internal structures were changed and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean they've never made like stuff that's like terrible because a lot of people liked Dirty Bomb, which I think was their most recent game. But they've just never. I don't know if it's like a funding
Never
thing.
even heard of it.
Oh, there you go. It's basically like it's the spiritual successor to Brink. It's like a heavy parkour hero shooter. It came out like years ago, but it's like they've already
it's
obviously
like 20 or like the mid 2010s, early mid 2010s.
Yeah, it came out a while ago, and I think it did okay at first, but it kind of fell off. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see Splash Damage make a good game. Maybe I'm jaded. I played Brink recently, and that shit just fucking blows. And the fact that people tell me that was a good game baffles me.
Yeah, but this the after they stopped making their own games for like 10 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They did the Microsoft stuff where they like ported Gears, Halo, and stuff, and then they got bought by Tencent 2 years ago. And like we haven't seen a game after that yet, so
true.
This will be their first like new product.
Hopefully they're good, but let's be honest. When you give up on making your own games to go port stuff
but
for other
I'm
games,
just wondering how
like
many people still work there that worked on Brink.
Oh, I'm
working
sure.
On, like anything
I'm sure
now.
it's not much. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like even management,
right.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably right. But
because there's a high chance they did like the Microsoft port stuff, and then the management that would like work on like their own games just left to do some other shit, right?
Yeah.
And like you know what I mean? So it could be big restructured. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I think it's like cool that creators get to give their like opinions on games, but also if we're being honest, I think people who make video games should probably make video games. And people who just play video games probably should just play them. But I don't know.
I think they should give their input. I think people that play video games have a lot of good ideas. And it's not unrealistic ideas. It's things that can be done. Developers just don't do them. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, it's hard to know how much input he's having. Like if he's giving suggestions or like testing stuff out and like giving his opinion, that's totally valid. But like I don't know. I guess it would all come down to if they have a proper team around them to actually help them make the game.
Oh. Do you think
someone like
the guy that like has had multiple like marketing moves, right? Been used as a marketing tool, could be used as a marketing tool again, just this time to make a video game instead of hopping on an esports team or hopping on that streaming platform or some other shit?
A possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually the first thing that crossed my mind, but
yeah,
it is on Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most games are on that now.
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
Not Halo.
Well, we're busy.
Soon to be, apparently.
We got the better end.
Yeah, dude, soon to be.
Halo 8.
The Project Tatanka reinformed Unreal Engine 5, boys.
Yeah, where's Project Tatanka or Tanaka or whatever?
Oh, it fell asleep.
Guys, I said months ago this shit isn't real. Nobody believed me. They called me crazy.
I mean, I still call it crazy anyways.
Yeah.
Even though it was real.
I don't know. I get why you would announce this like now because it's like to build hype, but yeah, it sucks. Like this shit just gets announced and then you almost like forget about it. Like when I messaged like Shroud is making a new game and you were like, oh, the 100 Thieves one might be okay. I was like, I forgot they even were making one because they announced that shit like 2 years ago or a year ago and we haven't seen anything. Like for all I know, the studio could be gone.
They need to surprise drop this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't there something with Doc's game tomorrow?
Yeah, there is.
Some tweets.
Yeah, there's
like some live stream or something.
Yeah, they're playing a vertical.
They do like these like vertical slice, what they call them, like play sessions with like a build. But it's like it's so early and everything's just a gray box or whatever like you call it when it comes to map design. It's all just like so early you can't really make anything out of it.
But if you buy an NFT, you can play.
Dude, I wish like Bethesda gave us like Elder Scrolls 6 like block out fucking gameplay, dude. Yeah, dude, or anything. Like I'd fucking
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think an Elder Scrolls block out would be very fun, dude. The whole reason that game is fun is because of like the fucking
no, I'm just saying like like updates on the development. That's all what this is, right? Like we haven't heard anything. Like all these games getting announced and it's like a fucking PNG logo on some like drone shot fly over a forest or some shit. Like, and then 6 years later, we haven't heard anything new about the game.
Hey,
I don't know. It just kind of tilts me.
We got Starfield coming, man. The trailer was actually in 60 FPS this time, so that's it's looking promising.
Yeah, but that same Fallout facial animations, Fallout 3 facial animations, where they just like deadpan stare at you and all that moves with their mouth like this. I'm like, oh
it
my
looks
god!
you in the soul. That's how you know you're having fun.
And they'll do like an idle sway like this, and they'll kind of reset, and then kind of like idle sway like this. This is talking to a Fallout NPC, Starfield NPC right here.
Yeah, I don't have much faith in that
I don't
game.
see enough glitches.
Well, speaking of
Some bug,
Starfield,
it's a feature.
Speaking of Starfield, it got delayed. What do you guys? I don't know.
Didn't people
I
expect
don't really
this?
consider it a delay. Like it's a delay, but it's not a delay because it didn't have an official release date for the first half of the year. But I think they're just dodging a bunch of games coming out. I don't think they want to release the same month as Diablo 4, Street Fighter 6, and Final Fantasy 16. Like to me, that it's like why release in that window when you can just go to a different month with no competition.
Yeah, and I feel like Starfield is definitely much more of a fall release time kind of game as well. Like releasing like first half of 2023, but not in like February or March just feels weird.
That actually reminds me of something else too. A lot of people said that are going to be reviewing Starfield are getting it maybe 2 months in advance, a month in advance, because that's how much time they're going to need to review it, apparently. So leaks are going to be possible probably here in the next few months, but yeah, that was another rumor going around.
Oh. Wait,
I mean,
speaking
good to give them plenty of time to do that kind of stuff, though.
I mean,
speaking of
I guess
leaks, are we discussing the Halo leaks?
was there new ones? I think it was
the campaign leaks, the story
They're
leaks.
still updating that game?
Story leaks.
the story leaks. What the fuck story leaks?
Yeah, the season 2.
the fucking cutscene. Nah, man, I
adventure?
fucking saw that cutscene, dude. People got to get over themselves, man. You got spoiled some shit no one cares about. All right. Anyways, it fucking a
People
door
care
opens and you jump in. All right. Spoilers. Your whole season's ruined now.
I didn't even know. You just spoiled it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did.
Yeah, you
Dude.
spoiled it for me. I
Fuck the
didn't
road.
look at
I
it.
was
I've been
gonna play
avoiding
it.
this shit for.
What the hell?
I was saving it.
I'm sorry, boys. Kevin, I didn't spoil much. You'll be all right.
But the lore implications.
Yes.
I'm gonna be straight.
Why
with
does
you.
multiplayer have lore? That shit is stupid.
Multiplayer
I hate that
cutscenes
shit.
are a waste of fucking time, dude. Like they're cool to hype up a new season, but like multiplayer lore is fucking dumb. Halo has so
Ever
much
since Halo
cool-
4, when they started doing that like war games fucking lore shit.
War games.
It's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Every time a multiplayer game tries to make it like some weird lore thing, it's just goofy. It's just fucking
I'm just
goofy.
gonna
It was
say it.
cool when like some of the memes had like some secret shit or like this was set in Mombasa. You know what I mean? That was nice. Like, yeah, cool. But like, I don't know, dude. I don't need to have like a lore explanation to fucking fight here. Because also, like, how do you explain some of the fucking, like, you guys know that Reach map, Highlands, where just the planet is getting classed, right? Why the fuck are these Spartans training right here, huh? No, fucking, you know what I mean?
It's a simulation. It's not
Yeah,
actually
sure, even
there.
if it's a simulation, what simulation is that? Like, what are they simulating? Like, you fucking, you know what I mean?
We're eating
Trying to
burgers,
attack the
training
fucking
under a
ships in the sky?
Covenant ship. Yeah, it's a great deal. Helps you sleep at night.
That's what I'm saying. It's just goofy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like when Titanfall 1 had all their fucking lore in the camp in the multiplayer, and then at least the second game around they realized that was a waste of time and actually put out lore. Like, I don't know. Especially with Halo, which has like such a rich single player full of lore. I know people are like hyped about the multiplayer trailers and stuff, but to me, there's such like a half-assed effort because they don't have the resources or they don't want to make single player DLC or whatever.
I was gonna say this is what we're getting instead of single player content. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I think
This
it's a waste
stuff
of.
has been planned out for months before those cuts even happened. But I get the frustration that we're like, we're not gonna be seeing any kind of campaign DLC for a new campaign.
2030 maybe we'll get new campaign stuff.
Yeah, right. It's seriously.
And it's another one of those things where I think if the seasons were just 3 months apart this whole time, people would be more excited about them. Like they'd make a lot more sense. But
yeah, I guess my point was when a new Valorant lore video leaks or a new Apex lore video leaks, no one gives a fuck because they're multiplayer lore and you shouldn't care.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, who gave a shit about Warzone lore? Like, there was like a niche group of people, right? And then maybe it works for Call of Duty because it's a big ass fucking game. But like, is it really that big of a group? Or I mean, or it's just the people left in Halo that I guess care about the multiplayer. Maybe it works. Maybe it's perfect, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth focusing their efforts on the multiplayer story.
Yeah, and like, why make a Halo campaign then, and like have like all this stuff set up and like all these questions open, right? And then not plan on fucking answering them. I feel like that takes away from the fucking Halo Infinite campaign, like a lot.
You know, not a lot of a lot of the things 343 does don't surprise me anymore and haven't for a long time. But I am a little surprised that
they surprise me every time. I'm like, this has to be rock bottom. This has to be the stupidest shit.
It's to be expected, but like, I really thought this time we were actually going to get campaign DLC, and yeah, we still haven't, and it looks like we're going to be waiting even longer. So it's just crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
It wouldn't be Halo if you weren't waiting.
I think they should have just made Spartan Ops. Dude. They should have brought that shit back. Give me some Spartan Ops lore.
Actually, for real, Spartan Ops was actually a really great idea. Just wasn't really executed well. But like, if they just did that route, it'd be sweet.
I respect Spartan Ops' attempt more than these multiplayer fucking lore bits. But
yeah. Well, it's because the
Spartan
multiplayer
story
lore
was
bits,
actually really good.
There's nothing. I don't know. There's like nothing to them. It's just a video.
Dude, imagine they fucking came up with the idea, release a Halo campaign, then a year later you have a ODST story like Spartan Ops spin-off, and then you just repeat that cycle, dude. That would be nice.
Yeah, it took us a year.
Also, where's season 2 of Spartan Ops?
It took us a year to get a fucking season for the multiplayer. I don't think you're getting a whole ass fucking campaign.
Yeah.
All right. We went on a tangent. That was something.
You got me talking Halo.
There's other delays that I don't think are really that worth talking about. But Suicide Squad got like a rumored delay. Did you guys see that?
No.
Was that the thing where they like are always online and shit like that? Wasn't that like a
I think they delayed it because all you would do is shoot purple things.
Yeah, supposedly the backlash to the trailer caused the fuck you, Bloomberg. God damn it, I can't even open the article.
Wait, you have uBlock? No, you have uBlock. Click on uBlock.
No, and you have to buy it.
No. Arash, listen to me.
I'm listening.
You click on uBlock and you see like when you click on it, there's like there's like 5 icons, right?
Yeah.
Try the most right one, like disable JavaScript. Wait, you have a different thing.
Oh shit. Dude.
Wait, can you show more? What happens if you show more?
Show more.
It was
disable JavaScript.
Yeah, and try that.
Oh shit, dude.
Does it work?
Oh no. No,
then
it just oh well, it's not that big a deal. Anyways,
try disabling the middle one.
It's not that big a deal. I'll just pull up the trailer. But yeah, Suicide Squad's apparently getting delayed to maybe rework it. I'm not paying for Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Sorry.
From what I've seen, it's getting not just delayed to later this year, it's getting delayed to next year because they want to rework some of the game systems now after the backlash because it was so severe and they weren't expecting that apparently.
What studio is this?
It's Rocksteady.
Wait, so the Arkham studio?
Yeah.
Where's the new Batman game? What the fuck is the Suicide Squad?
Batman's in this game.
Sure, but I won't play as fucking Batman. I want to play as who the fuck is this? The Flash?
You can play as Batman shooting a purple blob. What do you mean? It's perfect.
Yeah, they all shoot the same weapons. They all swing around.
Oh
like
my
spiders.
god, they got this stupid ass Captain Boomerang in there.
It's a Destiny.
What?
It's a looter shooter, but instead of playing a Destiny character, you just play. He's
Australian and he can throw he can throw boomerangs. That's it.
Yeah, but why would you throw the boomerang when you have a shotgun?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Wait, what's the boom? Wait, is it a boomerang? The thing that like in Australia that they throw that kind of comes back?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought there was like don't they have something that's like a boomerang, but like it's different, but the same? They call it different, something different.
Frisbee?
Any Australians in chat to help out, Kevin?
I could have sworn there was like a different word for it or something.
Hurling?
Horseshoe?
No.
Horseshoe?
It's round like a boomerang. Well, I guess horseshoe not round.
What's the thing called where you have like the tilted things and you throw it in a hole?
Like the Aborigines use it to like hunt with and stuff.
Yeah, like a boomerang.
We're going to a weird place.
Yeah, like a boomerang.
I think it was it not just like I mean, it doesn't have to come back.
Do you
I mean,
think?
like, if you hit
do you
someone
think
in
the
the head,
reworked version of this game will delete the purple blobs?
Yes, I do.
No, I actually would prefer to keep the blobs in, but just for the memes.
I think they put them in and they make them more of a focal point. Honestly,
wait, so this is like but isn't this just like a raid mechanic or Destiny mechanic too? Like, or like not an RPG mechanic, I mean.
it's just like a
Look at this.
damage zone. It's just every.
Yeah, no,
character
I'm
has
just
one.
saying, like,
If you made
a lot
all
of games
these-
have that, I don't get the backlash. I'm saying,
It just
like,
looks
'cause, like-
bland. Like you took
Well,
all
just look
these
at the
cool
characters.
characters and you made them all play the exact
cool
same.
characters like Captain Boomerang. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
All right,
I
if
think
you're a fan of DC or whatever the fuck universe this is, 'cause I'm not a comic book person.
it is DC.
I
Where the
imagine
fuck is Batman?
I imagine a lot of these
Yeah, he's in
characters
the game.
are pretty cool, but when they all play the exact same with the same guns shooting purple blobs, it's kind of underwhelming. If you're gonna use like existing IP, you should probably like build off it properly. Otherwise, just make Purple Blob the video game. Just make it a generic. Just
Then-
make the
they make
character
such
a
fun
Purple
games.
Blob.
No, this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But anyways, hopefully the delay actually helps and we get a good game. So I mean, Rocksteady has made good shit. So like, I do have faith that they could rework the game into something good. I just hope it's not too late.
Well, that's the thing about the game too. It probably plays fine. It's just generic.
Yeah.
Everything about it just seems generic. It's like perfect genericness. There's no other way to put it.
But like that's what Suicide Squad, or I don't know, like I don't know. The comics were fine, but like then we had this MCU blow up, and then they were like, "Oh, we need to bring all these superheroes back." But like they should have never left the comic page. I don't know. Some of them.
I honestly just want to main the shark guy. That's my goal in life. What's his name?
Shark Boy.
I hope it's
guy.
like, I hope it's
Come
like
on.
Chum.
Someone has got someone in chat help me out. Well, what the fuck is the name of the shark guy? He's from a comic book. I'm sure he has a real name.
I don't remember if he has a name. I
Yeah.
watched Suicide Squad, like the shitty movie, the other day, and I don't know if he had a name. I don't remember. Oh no, he in it? Yeah, he was in it. Yeah, he
Shark
was the
and
guy.
King Shark. Let's go. I'm a King Shark main,
Is
boys.
his name really King Shark?
That's what Google
He's like the
says.
shark guy
Who's-
from the TMNT game from Super
He's a
Nintendo.
superhero.
But if you're a
super
king,
villain,
you're
sorry.
King Shark. That means you're a king. Like, what's his kingdom of then? This like the ocean? I thought that was Aquaman.
Yeah, no, look at this
You're a little
comic, all right?
contradictory
Look
with
at
the
He's the
this.
lore
king
there,
of the
DC.
sharks.
Dude, oh.
King of the Sharks?
Oh,
What?
Look at this. Polygon made a whole ass article about King Sharks. That's how you know he's good.
Ooh.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
look at him. He's like,
Look at him.
Jesus.
These fucking messages telling me to subscribe to their shitty fucking news website. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Well, it ain't like you were real subtle, Big Daddy. All right, anyways.
It was like a Nemo comic.
Oh, wait,
dude.
what?
Like a scene out of Finding Nemo, dude.
Now that we've learned
Oh, man.
about
Get this
King,
off the screen.
now that we've learned about King Shark,
Let's
I think we
not
can
talk
move
about
on.
DC.
All
Let's talk
right.
about Marvel.
So that delay happened. Hopefully, it's good. I also saw this delay wasn't as much, but did you see System Shock got delayed like 2 months? It was supposed to come out this month. It's now coming out.
What
in
is
May.
System Shock again? Because like
It's
I
the
always
prede-
thought
the
it was a
predecessor to
It's a
strategy
Bio-
game.
remake of a
Bioshock.
very old FPS.
I thought it was an RTS. Oh, it's an
Kind of like an
No.
FPS.
Hmm.
It's I don't know how to describe System Shock.
Like
I'm going to
Doom
be
era?
honest.
No, well,
Ye-
the original one, I guess. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that kind of like the
original one.
precursor to Bioshock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't even know who's making the remake. It's like some random ass studio, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember
Let me
who
look it up.
is.
System.
I played
Shock
it during Steam Fest or whatever it was at the time. I'm like, you know what? I don't really care about this.
It's being remade by Night Dive Studios and published by Prime Matter. Two things I've
Oh,
never heard of in
They
my
make
life.
good games. They make real good
All
games.
right,
This doesn't look bad though, right?
No, it plays
looks
fine.
alright. All right, I clicked on I clicked on the developer and they've made bangers like
Mhm.
Oh, they did Doom 64.
It's a
Apparently.
good one.
Wait, no,
That's
never
like
mind.
25
no,
years
no,
ago.
no, sorry. They ported it recently.
Oh,
They
No,
also
It
made
counts.
I don't know, man. They made none of these are like real games. They're all just like remakes of shit.
Oh
And
shit.
Splash Damage has nothing on them.
yeah. Let's
I
put Splash
I
Damage
don't
versus
see
them.
I don't see an actual like new game in here. They're all like they took old games and they just remastered.
Yeah,
oh, here we go. Here we go.
Doing right here
I'm
too?
sorry, I was in the wrong section. I was in the remastered and enhanced port section. They've made the bangers that you may have heard of Spirits of Xanadu and Womb Room.
Oh, so good.
Wait, they
so
made
good.
Womb Room?
Womb Room.
Wait, really? Wow.
Yeah. All right, so that's the System Shock game. I'm sure it'll be good. I don't know. Paint actually made a video on it, and Paint's my bestie, so you go watch his video.
Yeah. Which
All right.
band?
I have this tweet from Trainwreck. I figure we could just talk about Kick in general and what the fuck's going on over there. What do you guys think about Kick, dude? Is it? I see every day. I see some new streamer talking about how they're gonna go to Kick, and I just roll my eyes.
This is why I have to say, if you're failing on YouTube or Twitch, take it from me. It's not because of algorithms. It's because your content sucks. Do something different and be original. That's it. New people all the time pop out of nowhere and succeed. It's you. It's not the systems around you. Do better.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know.
I mean, that's pretty spot on right there.
No trash content, damn it. Your content is trash. Just do better.
Right.
Yeah,
I think Twitch needs competition.
Yeah,
And I mean,
competition is good.
They do. No one.
Yeah, but if I put a link in the tweet, then it doesn't get pushed.
I don't think that's true.
God.
But I mean, yeah, Twitch needs competition, so that's good. But yeah, the people go into Kick like they're gonna blow up, kind of just, I don't know. Everyone wants to be the early adopter that blows up just because you're the only one there.
I mean, this always happens.
I was gonna say it's like
I
when
don't know,
people
can you
went to
blame them?
Mixer and
Yeah.
other platforms and shit. They're just trying to find their
when
way.
YouTube, Raj, didn't you do the same shit with YouTube streaming when that like
Dude,
became more popular?
YouTube live right now, dude. We're popping
No,
off.
I remember you didn't stream on Twitch. You just streamed on YouTube because you were like, oh, everybody's doing it.
That's true. It didn't work for me. Surprisingly, my
But
streams
I'm
weren't.
just saying, like,
My streams weren't good enough, dude.
can you blame them? Like, there's a new platform with some hype. Everybody shoots their shot that like feels like shooting their shot. I don't know.
I just don't. Kick itself is weird though, because like they have the 95/5 split, which is great for creators, but I feel like the whole platform is just there to fucking pump stake. So unless you're there unless you're there to gamble, I mean, maybe the rest of the website will flourish on its own, but I feel like the whole existence of the website is just to have people gamble on it. So I don't know.
mean, that's a niche. That's a niche Twitch created, right?
Yeah, no, it is.
Known, so like now they got the competitor that allows it.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, dude.
You can watch Aiden Ross try and bully his fan base into like literally abusing people. So got that going.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. That's
sorry for the entertainment, Arash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they went to the fucking Coliseum, watched the gladiators. Like, I don't know, what's the difference? Why can't I watch this like unfold? You know what I mean? I say let them fight. Like, I don't know.
Kick, gladiators, kick. It's all the same stuff.
Yeah.
I just love that he thought he could stream the Super Bowl on Kick and it would be fine.
Oh man, that interview.
I mean, we know he
bad.
isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He might not even be in the shed. I don't know. Fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the sharpest tool in the shed.
All right, so that's Kick. Do you guys think it'll actually end up doing anything, or do you think it's just gonna end up dying out? Like, there's been so many like Twitch replacements that everyone just forgets about after like a week. Like D Live and fucking like there's a bunch of other small ones that nobody
He like that
cares about.
PewDiePie sign, remember?
Yeah. Well, this one has Aiden Ross, so take your pick.
No, I'm just saying, like, fucking, I don't know.
No, that's what
I think
was
Kick will-
saying. I don't know, like signing
Yeah.
a big creator doesn't fucking do anything for these websites.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I think
but
Kick
like,
will be
still
around
having
for
a
at
mixer.
least another
having
year.
a niche, I mean, which is the gambling, and being funded by a gambling site probably gives you a lot of money.
True.
So,
I
yeah.
think this one probably has the most funding of all the shitty Twitch replacements because it actually has a purpose, which is
and
to
it has
allow,
a niche that it fills, right?
Yeah, which is to allow people to gamble again, which obviously you can't do anymore.
The
so
other ones, I'm just saying, like, the other ones didn't really have any like that, so we'll see. Maybe this will be different.
That's true.
I thought like some. Well, I guess I was supposed to say there's like some weird regulations to that. I'm sure there are, but I was like, oh, actually, there are just like gambling websites here out there that been going for years.
Not in the
so-
US.
You can't play on like most of those websites unless you live in certain states.
Yeah. You have to use a VPN or
VPN.
go to Canada.
Yeah, but that's why like a lot of those streamers like live in specific places because you can't fucking like VPN a career.
Trainwreck lives like 40 minutes from me in Canada.
Who does?
Trainwrecks.
Oh, gotcha. You should go say hi, dude. Be like, I'm a huge YouTuber. What up? Get me on Kick, dude.
I'm a huge fan of your gambling.
Yeah.
You gamble real good. I like it when the little pictures spin.
But maybe, hopefully, at the end of the day, regardless what happens with Kick, it pushes Twitch to actually do something. So maybe some cool things will happen.
Twitch does a lot of fucking shit where it fucks over its creators.
Yeah.
People always hate on YouTube, but YouTube actually, like, I don't know, is the best, most stable content creation platform out of them all.
YouTube, like...
And I feel like Twitch is like worse in the shit they do.
YouTube usually makes sense when they permaban someone. Like, other than the weird cases where it's like copyright strikes that weren't legitimate that just fuck someone's
channel. Like the copyright system is still fucked on YouTube and everything. But like it's definitely possible to get around it. Yeah, I'm just saying it's like possible to, or people have adapted, I guess, by now.
We've adapted.
Harris Heller came in with the copyright-free music. Now everyone uses it.
Yeah.
All right. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but do you guys remember that tweet from Mr. Dr. Disrespect himself about his
100K?
His NFTs?
Yeah,
100K. Yeah. Dude, how do you guys feel? Are you guys gonna extract 100K?
Let me go get my cheats right now. I can't wait to steal that.
Dude, I am 100% spin hacking, fucking speed hacking, fucking EPSing, flying a fucking top of the map if there's 100K involved, dude.
Damn right. Sell your PC that gets banned and buy a new one and do it again.
Yeah, like even if I get hardware banned, like fuck me.
There's no laws to stop this.
Dude, 100K,
There's
dude?
no law.
I'm going all out.
It just doesn't make sense to me that somebody like Doc would be overlooking the cheating aspect, like, because it just for this tweet, it just makes him seem like he's oblivious to that fact that people cheat. So
they will find ways to do it, no matter what.
Get it. I don't understand.
I get it because
Arcod, the other popular extraction shooter right now, is overrun by cheaters, and he's talking about an extraction shooter where you can extract 100K item.
Did you guys know with the Tarkov stuff? There's conspiracy theories that the developer is like the seller of the cheats and like stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, fucking Deadrop Midnight Studios is gonna be selling some kid fucking hacks to steal my NFTs. They're gonna be double dipping.
It's one of those. I was just gonna say it's one of those things. Like, what does Dr. Disrespect think he can do with his anti-cheat that no one else has ever been able to do in their games?
Okay, why isn't he talking about that? And talk about that first, your anti-cheat, and then this. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Dude, I had to update my BIOS the other day to play fucking Valorant, and there's still cheaters in the game. You can't stop it. I don't know. It just seems you can have anti-cheats that are better. Like, I run into less cheaters in Valorant than you do in other, like in Halo or some shit, where it's just like a freebie. Like, you just feel like wall hacking the game just tells you how or something. But
I imagine it's very hard to tell if somebody's cheating in Valorant.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess, but I get TikTok clips all the time of people just like spin botting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There's like this one where you play Jet and it becomes third person and you spin around and you just you have like a chain gun.
When you're doing that. Okay. but you could have walls and like cheat and nobody would ever know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, there's been like high profile Valorant streamers that were banned because they were cheating. Usually they eventually get caught, but that's the thing. That's the problem with some shit like Deadrop. Like, sure, let's assume they have a good anti-cheat that will eventually catch people. One, private cheats are always going to exist, which are like very hard to catch because like if someone actually has like privately coded tweet or cheats for just themselves, like it's going to be hard to catch that as opposed to just like the free like aimbot wall hacks that you just download off some website get caught real fast in all games. But the problem is, even if you catch these people for cheating, how much money did they already steal from someone? How much money did they extract from other people and sell already?
Right.
So that's why it's like even worse to me. Like, yeah, when you're playing Counter-Strike and you lose to some dude that's hacking, it sucks, right? But at the end of the day, you're losing online ranking in a video game, right?
Yeah.
In this, you could legitimately lose real money. Like that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
That does
a lot
not
of
sound
money.
fun.
Yeah, like there's desperate neckbeards out there who are just wanting like some Warzone clout, and they'll cheat in that. But then like you actually throw like actual potential value on the match, like yeah, it's gonna be just absurdly high. Like you don't think Call of Duty knows how to put an anti-cheat in? Like you think that like what Midnight Studios has a better resources for an anti-cheat compared to like what Call of Duty can do?
That's
And like,
right.
come on.
I say right now, I'll fucking start cheating if there's 100k on the line. I don't know, dude.
Wait a minute. I
God,
just
you're
thought of
toxic.
I just thought of a perfect anti-cheat. Death penalty.
You know, ballad.
Sheesh.
But no, if you think
Based.
about it, think if you like you're
I'm
in
done.
college with your
What?
roommate and you know
I-
he just won
I thought I was onto something
$100,000
there.
and I don't know, you might go kill him. Let's just be honest here. Like this I feel
Yeah.
like this creates a lot of dangerous situations. I mean, people have killed over way less around video games. Like what wasn't it like Counter-Strike where the guy found out the other guy lived down the road from him and he went and killed him. It's like
Yeah, see?
Yo,
See,
swatting.
it's
All the
consequences.
video games is like
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
a thing, like,
like it's just
You know?
but I'm done with the death penalty.
I could solve this cheating issue real fast. Real fast.
I will say, if we
Make it
lived
play
in,
Halo.
I think this game could exist in like Korea, where you have to give your social security number to play a video game.
Yes.
But this also won't be
But
big
like,
in
I mean, Korea has Korea has cheaters too and issues with that too.
What?
Actually, it's funny. League of Legends doesn't have any issues with like cheaters, right?
Well, it's because
At least,
everything's
like-
server side. All
Yeah,
you can,
no.
all you can do is
In the
script.
EU and NA. Wait. Listen.
Oh, okay,
But in
sorry.
Korea, there was a big fucking issue. So there's a different anti-cheat for League of Legends in Korea because like the scripting was such a big issue, which like here
Oh.
it wasn't.
That's weird.
So I don't know, dude. They might have a scripting issue. I don't know if it's still like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This game just seems like it's gonna be a mess. I'll be honest. That's all I have to say on it. Fuck NFTs in video games, but also just like some kids are just gonna fucking aimbot me, and I'm just gonna close the game after losing 2 cents.
And even
No, I will say though, it does
Wait.
seem like there would be. It does sound like an interesting concept to be able to have like user generated, like tournament funding kind of in a way almost, where like depending on what the community values a certain thing, that they could like basically have like a tournament and then like they can have the winner earn that NFT if that's what they so choose to win or whatever. You know, not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying it's like an interesting
gotcha.
concept
my-
where like
my
it could
question
be
is, like,
something.
Why does it have to be an NFT? Like, I mean, CS:GO has skins that are worth a lot of money. Like, why does it have to be an NFT? Why can't it, why can't it just be a skin that has value like you see in Counter-Strike?
Because then
Yeah.
you wouldn't be a tech bro.
Dude, CS:GO
Like,
skins
does it
were
have to
fucking
be on the
NFTs before
blockchain?
NFTs were.
Blockchains, dude.
But yeah,
I mean,
you know what?
they're
Like
not on the blockchain,
his
so
tweet,
they're not.
his tweet makes me think of. And you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but every time there's a huge fight in EVE Online, you'll see like IGN or someone post an article about how much real life money was lost in that fight, because like basically that game's like an MMO, but you can buy in-game currency with real life money, and vice versa. So you can like convert the actual cost of an in-game ship to real life money. And so like there will be online fights where like hundreds of thousands of dollars just blow up. And it's cool, but that game doesn't have cheaters. You could like script in that game, I guess, but it's not like an FPS. Like the best thing you could do would be like have an optimal rotation of your ship's guns and stuff like that.
But that's actually a good point too, because Dr. Disrespect is selling the idea of watching these people lose all this money or potentially lose it be interesting. Well, no one watches EVE Online, and why is that? Because the gameplay is boring to watch, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
EVE is boring to me. Like, if this game is not fun to play fundamentally, is not interesting to watch, none of that other stuff even matters. It has to be good first before anyone even cares enough to worry about all this money being lost. Like, if it's buggy or glitchy or there's a lot of issues like that, and then you have hacking on top of it, no one will care. It'll be meaningless.
No, I agree, because like, yeah, exactly, dude. That EVE example is perfect, because yeah, well, maybe not every day, but like Eve has these giant fights and like people lose, or even if you go regular PvPing in Eve, you're losing real life money. It's all on the line every night. But the problem is the gameplay is just boring. So like Eve has had a very hardcore niche community for the longest time, though it's like it has tapered off. But like even then, it's never been a massive Twitch game or something like that, which is what Dr. Disrespect's talking about. But like to that point, I mean, people will watch fun video games to watch them. Like we'll just watch someone play a battle royale just for the excitement of them winning a victory, a fucking chicken dinner, right? I don't think the money thing really matters, because think of how many esports tournaments have big prize pools that no one gives a fuck about.
People like watching good games. Like
yeah. So
simple as that.
I think they might be focused on the wrong thing here. Hopefully it's a good game, but also I don't know if I'll care.
I am glad that NFTs get all the hate that they do, though. I will say that they get a lot of hate, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, NFTs exist
I do feel like
to scam you.
I felt like NFTs, like when I first heard about NFTs, it felt like a way for like people to kind of have like their like digital images be like basically like effectively copywritten almost in a way, or what it seemed like.
NFTs.
But then people are like, well, yeah, but what if
Guys,
we just like can't scan people for a quick
Yeah,
buy?
I was gonna say NFTs exist so that crypto bros can scam people on the internet, dude. They have. I don't give a fuck what people say. There has been no other purpose for NFTs other than for like fucking influencers to rip people off. Yeah, it's just like the amount of money that different people have just stolen repeatedly. Like they just repeatedly rug pull different NFT projects is insane. Like I don't know, man. The fucking idea of owning a digital image is like whatever, but it has been used for nothing but scamming people.
I don't know. It's kind of like, you guys remember like the Tupperware scam with the Tupperware parties?
Yeah,
It's kind of like that. It's just a modern version of
Tupperware.
You have a party. It's like an MLM.
It's like an MLM, yeah. Like your mom or like your
okay.
mom's friend would host a fucking Tupperware party, and like I don't know, it was just like an MLM. She was trying to recruit other people to host Tupperware parties.
That's honestly
fucking shit.
Fuck MLM or fuck NFTs. We just need to bring MLMs to the online world in a more succinct way, dude. I want to like open up someone's Twitter profile and be like, oh, dude, that guy is a part of. Pitch me fucking in-game video skin to the MLM, and then I join up and I sell that shit, and everyone gets their pyramid going. We all make $2. The person at the top is rich as fuck.
Makes $1 million.
And we're all happy about it. We're all part of the grind, you know?
Oh my god! I remember when my mom tried to sell Mary Kay. Like, freaking.
Did she get?
Yeah, it's like Tupperware was like that. Yeah.
Did she get the pink Escalade?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh,
no, she didn't.
Kevin, come on.
This is about like a 3 to 6 month like period, so it wasn't exactly. She didn't invest it.
She didn't go ham enough to get the pink Escalade. Yeah, you gotta be a real big roller.
Mary Kay.
Yeah, real big
or whatever.
All right. What else do we got on this list of topics? The marathon rumors, they're intensifying. Jared sent this one. Jared, what are your thoughts on it?
I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm ready for Bungie to move on from Destiny because I want Marathon to come back, and hopefully they don't ruin it, which they probably will. But you know, I'm gonna have faith.
Here's the thing: it doesn't matter if they ruin it with like some features or something. The fucking gunplay will be good though. I know that for sure.
True.
Yeah,
like Bungie have never made bad gunplay, and I feel like that's such a strong point that like the rest like people might forgive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they did with Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny at launch was real meh.
Well,
but then the game just felt so good to play that people kept playing it, and eventually they made it into a good game.
Yeah.
No, Bungie has a great track record, so I do have some faith in this one.
And they usually like stick to their like own created lore and stuff. So like I'm sure the Marathon like lore that is already existing will come over in plenty. You know what I mean? So they have a very strong base for any campaign or like any lore world building.
And I almost kind of wonder that with Marathon, they're gonna go for a more PvP focus and keep Destiny as like a PvE focused type game. Because let's just be honest, they've been kind of pushing out the PvP in Destiny, so this would kind of make sense. They would have two games for different audiences, But, obviously fans of Bungie will still play both, but it'll be something like go get all your weekly stuff done in Destiny PvE and then jump on with the boys in Marathon and do some PvP and, grind away. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with both simultaneously.
Yeah. Bungie usually makes good stuff. I'm excited as someone who struggles to get back into Destiny just because of all the MMO-ness about it. I am excited to see them go back or go and make a new IP, and hopefully it's good, dude. But I hope that it comes out and it's just a banger, and then everyone can be like, "Oh, I wish they still made Halo." That's all I want, dude. That's all I want.
Yeah, because I just been hearing it a lot, like we've been hearing that for the last 10
No, but I want
years.
it to be accurate now. Yeah, and you know how the rebuttal is usually like, come on, we don't know if they'd make a good game. They're gonna make a great Marathon game. It's gonna be a banger, and we're just gonna all wish they still made Halo instead of the Halo Company, dude. We should change their name to the Halo Company. Can we get a petition going, like a change.org?
Halo Company?
Yeah, I feel like
That's
that's like the
toxic.
Pokemon Company. We could get the Halo Company.
It would be funny though too if they release the game and it doesn't have sprint, like it doesn't have anything like that. It plays just like an older Halo, and it just does amazing. Like that would be so hilarious.
Right.
It would be good. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited, but yeah, I agree. I mean, Bungie's gonna put out something that isn't Destiny. They've said that themselves, so it's just a matter of time whenever they decide to do it. But I will also be honest. Marathon is so old, I never played it. So
Yeah. And
People
it's
say
like-
they like Marathon. I feel like people said they liked Marathon. They just liked Halo and they wanted more of it, and they went back and like, oh yeah, well I played Marathon before. They made
Marathon's not
Halo.
even like Halo. It's just fucking. It's a sci-fi Doom.
Yeah.
100%. That's exactly what it is. I mean, you got health and
Yeah, which like
shit,
don't
but-
get me wrong, Doom at that time was good, so I'm sure sci-fi Doom was good, but it's not like it was like revolutionary or anything. But I never played. Did you guys ever play Bungie's their like action game, like Oni or whatever the fuck it was called?
Yep. I remember Oni. That was so fucking janky at times.
I was gonna say that's
but-
probably like their worst game, right?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. I still enjoyed it though. Just I wish they'd remake that series.
Yeah.
I think-
All right.
I think that
Nifty
could
is
be
yelling
well.
at me in chat saying Marathon was revolutionary. So I was like a
Tough.
I was like a 2-year-old probably when this game came out. So I didn't play it. But all right, that's that. All right, we'll just do this.
I feel like Arash is being like that Peter Griffin gif where it says like didn't read or whatever. He's like wiggling like.
All right, we'll do this last topic and then we can wrap up. Some of the devs from Criterion left the studio to create a new studio. Did you guys see that? So Criterion, I think
No.
they've worked on a variety of different things, but I think they're most known for the modern Need for Speed games. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but 5 of the ex-Criterion and Need for Speed developers, including this guy, they founded a new studio called Fuse Games, which is supposed to be a AAA studio. So this is another one of those like things where it's an announcement probably like 6 or 7 years before we see anything, but maybe a new racing franchise.
Did they actually announce this, or was it just like some news outlet that just got a hold of the news and
No,
decided to
this
make an
is
article?
this is an actual studio. They haven't announced any games.
I'm saying, has the studio announced, or is it just like a news article being written by somebody?
Oh, I mean, I think it exists.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious where the name. I'm just kind of curious where it came from.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
they're pulling like an Elder Scrolls thing, where like 6 years ahead of schedule, just be like, it's coming.
I get your point. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll see what they make. I haven't played any of the modern Need for Speed games. Have you guys?
No.
No.
Let's see what Criterion has worked on in their life as a video game developer. All right, Criterion. Oh, they did. Okay. They did the Burnout games, and then they did some of the Need for Speed games, and then they did. Dude, they made the BR mode for Battlefield 5. Let's go.
Awesome. We're gonna get a BR racing game then.
Hell yeah, baby.
Wait, didn't Force already have that?
Yes.
Did they
And it's-
really? That sounds great.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, Criterion also made Black, which never got a sequel, dude. Oh, we're gonna
Oh
get
shit! I like Black.
we're gonna get Black too finally. It's gonna be called White this time.
Oh,
LOL.
Oh my.
like a Michael Jackson song.
No, they gotta go extra memeish. They'll call it White too.
White.
It's Daphne. Yeah.
What did they just call it? Gray. It just.
Couldn't make up their mind.
Yeah, dude, I don't blame him, man. Sometimes it's hard. All right, I think that does it for the pod. Closing thoughts, anyone? What are you going to be up to in the next couple of weeks? Jared, you first.
Let's see. I'm gonna be reviewing Resident Evil 4 remake, and I might have videos out for Exoprimal and Diablo 4, given my first impressions, if I have time when not working. At least that's the idea.
Kevin?
Playing some more Halo Infinite because the new season and stuff like that. I will be playing the Diablo beta because I'm a big fan of Diablo. Just that they take 10 years to release a game, so I haven't really played it recently, but definitely excited about that. And I'm just living with self-guilt of not finishing Dead Space or Hogwarts Legacy. So I'll still be just feeling that the rest of the year probably. But that's it.
Nice. Pop Q?
Well, I haven't really been playing much, but I do want to check out the Resident Evil 4 remaster. I plan on getting that, but I might just buy it and just add it to my long backlog of games that I need to play and not play it. So there's always that possibility. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Actually, I will say that I will be at PAX East next week, so I might actually have some things to actually add besides Halo commentary.
That's
Wait, is
great.
that?
Right.
Oh yeah. Wait, is that our PAX or
No,
No, yours
it's
would be
this
West.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, PAX East is over in Boston, but yeah, we're flying. Yeah, we're GameStop, so we're flying, or GameStop's not flying. Square Enix is actually flying this out there for the whole thing,
Nice.
and
Hell
then covering their game, and almost be like just doing whatever looks cool at PAX. We'll be making content on out there, so I can actually say like, hey, this other game that's not Halo, actually will have some insight.
This will be a weird experience. Kevin's gonna play a
It will
video
definitely,
game.
yeah. But that'll be like in my interviews with developers, like, so is this game Halo? And they'd be like, no, it's not Halo. Like, oh well. It'd be
When
very
is,
cool if it was?
When is Ubernick gonna team up with his studio to make a new Halo game? They could
Didn't
call
he
it.
already?
They could call it.
Hyperscape?
Oh shit! He wasn't teamed
Oh,
up with Ubisoft. They just paid him
Oh,
to fucking
I thought he
stream
was.
it. No,
Never
they
mind.
just paid
I
him to
didn't know.
stream it. I think he
Never
got
mind.
like I don't know, referrals or something. That was a dude. We should bring Hyperscape back, dude. The finals is very
I never played it.
Hyperscape-esque in every single way, dude. It's got, it looks
He'll
like
be shut down
it
soon.
looks like Hyperscape. It's gonna shut down after it comes out. It's basically like the reincarnation of Hyperscape. It's got way too high of a time to kill. The only difference is the movement isn't as fucking mega cracked. All right, that's the podcast. Hello, Scott. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. That's gonna do it. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. You guys can go watch Kevin play Halo. It's very fun.
Yeah.
We love Halo.
Hell yeah.
We love Halo.
I'll be back.
in
I'll be
the
back to play
morning.
Halo in season 4.
We love
That's the next time.
every day. Season 4.
Yeah,
Nice.
I imagine they'll add some new maps. So, all right, goodbye, everyone.
Later.
Bye.
Yo, I just tweeted a banger.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you guys need to check it out.
Oh god.
I'm sure it was a mega banger.